Hello YouTubers, it's Travis. Welcome back to the channel. I have for you today another Innistrad Midnight Hunt Best of 3 draft on MTG Arena. Now, as you know, I'm pretty famous for drafting the opposite of what everybody else is doing, because usually that means you can find the open deck. So if everybody out there is saying that you should be drafting blue-black in Innistrad Midnight Hunt, you can imagine what I'll be drafting. Enjoy. Well. Kind of got to take the mythic, and it's a good one, right? Oh, I got to kill the music on this. I had the music on for my Foss draft. If you're watching my drafts, you might enjoy watching my drafts that I do weekly for face-to-face games. You can check them out there. Good morning, Balstrom. Yeah, I think you take the mythic. It's a good mythic. This pack makes me think there's no way I'm going to be able to draft blue-black, right? Like, what a sealed pack. There's literally 8 cards here you could play. 9 if you squint. But we take the best card, we see what comes around for us, and then we'll decide what we're playing. That's how you draft what's open. Quite a zombie pack, eh? I could sort of see a beggar doing a thing in red, white, black, white, blue, white. A lot of options. Yeah, the sweatsuit is, if you haven't bumped into that before, Manny, it's a tournament we do every week. It's a fun tournament. It's not like a super competitive tournament, but it's a draft tournament with 32 players, most of whom are other streamers. My buddy Hunter started organizing this, and we've been doing it for a while. It's a lot of fun. If you ever decide you want to start streaming Magic, let me know. We'll get you in. So that's just alluding to we'll be playing in a tournament a little later tonight that I'm pretty excited to play in. All right, Obsessive Astronomer and Mysterious Tome are both cards that I like. No, but I'm currently wearing, they're not sweatpants, they're called lounge pants, which just means they're pajamas you can wear in the daytime. But Hunter confirmed to me that that counts. I think if red-white is open, I will see these cards a little later. So I'm going to take the blue one because that's a little more contested and see where this takes us. I've told them 100 times I want them to invite Choco Taco to the thing because he might do it if he got like a message from Hunter Pence, right? Like maybe he would. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. I've seen him stream Magic before. All right, where does this put us? I've seen decks that were happy with Corpse Cobble. I don't know that we got one currently. Dude, I'll wear sweatpants to the grocery store sometimes too. It is what it is. I kind of dig the Stromkirk Blood Thief too. Like I can see a lot of options here. But I guess if we're getting past uncommons for black, blue-black, we should consider it. Good morning, Aaron. Yeah, I figured it would be something he might do just for fun if he was interested in it, but I seem to be getting kind of the nod that I can do blue-black stuff here. Because I think I'm interested in a Fading Hope. It's a relatively weak pack, let's be fair. There's a possibility to take the Barrage and see if we are led into blue but I feel like I can find that later. And this could still go in blue-white too. Alrighty. So pick 6, nobody's on green-black. That's interesting. I do think the Vengeful Strangler's playable. Like, it's a hard-to-enable removal spell is a way to think of it. I also really like Morning Patrol.
Semulin Jones? What is this? A crossover episode?
Good morning, Chris. Good to see you, bud. I'm going to take the Strangler. I haven't gotten to play with this yet. I think it's mostly a hard-to-enable removal spell. Okay. Pick 7, Nibblegast. I might just be blue-black. Sometimes it drafts itself, yo. Good afternoon, Nexus. Hello, Reed Snake. I think getting those 2 uncommons in that order is like, aight, this is what you doing. I could see playing this like one of these. I'm game for that. I think we're just doing this blue-black thing. Interesting. Secrets of the Key gives us a little bit of card advantage. Yeah, I didn't mean to force blue-black. I don't think I did. I think it's just what was open. This is still a bit questionable here. Because, like, I think I like this in a scenario where we have a bunch of decayed zombies, and we don't. They've got an update today. Hopefully they adjusted some of that. Now, I had a white card I liked, and that was the Beggar. If we were going to shift out, I think blue-white would be more interested in the Witch for something early. Because, like, we could very easily be in blue-white here. This guy's been okay. This enables a potential splash. I think I'm certain enough I'm playing blue that we can take one of them. Oh, I do like No Way Out. I also like that Griff. I guess I don't quite know what color I'm playing yet, other than probably blue. It'll probably be tied to where I can find removal. I think it's possible that our white actually looks better than our black right now. And I think with this, it almost certainly does. So I'm going to need to see like some amazing black cards to get me interested in that. But I think this is what we're looking for. Now, do you count as amazing? Because, like, I hate to say it, but the Phantom Carriage may be a better pick. I think there's still a decent number of people that see something like Defenestrate and just take it and are like, well, I'm black now. The lifelink on this guy's pretty damn good, but I really like it in black-white. I have already flipped it, which was kind of neat. Good morning, Andy. I'll speculate. Maybe my neighbors are not in blue-black. At least one of them isn't. Buckle in. I don't have that many zombies, but we could get them. Because the safe pick is the Gale Drifter, but I think I'm going to go for the Scab. It really feels weird to me to be drafting blue-black. Because I had assumed with everybody saying you should be forcing it that I just would never be able to play blue-black again. But I think that's legitimately what I'm supposed to be doing here, at least with what I've been offered so far. Although seeing some good red-green stuff. Not that Burn the Accursed is particularly good, but I'm not unhappy with where this is going for us. Diregraph Horde is kind of insane, right? I think I want the first one of these more than the first Eaten Alive. It dawned on me today while I was doing the draft for Foss that one-for-one removal just generally has gotten a lot worse over time. You still need it. It's not like you can't take it. But so many creatures like come into play and do something or leave something behind. It's like if you're just trying to one-for-one with your opponent in Limited these days, it doesn't work. There are no vanilla creatures. When's the last set we had a vanilla creature? Because has it been like a year? I think it has been. Strixhaven had 2? Okay. So maybe it hasn't been that long. I could probably use a 4, even if it's not a great one. And I think I could get this enabled. Yeah, that may be another way to think about it too, Standard. Is there's just more quality playables available here. I could see running the Larder Zombie too. I don't know that I could see running 2 of them, but there's not really another option here. I'm still not quite sold on the Corpse Cobble yet. But I think I'm happy with everything else that we're looking to play here. It's sneaky good if you've got enough flashback. And it's always nice to bin the lands if you don't need those, right? I don't think we would play any of this. Yes, I'm familiar with what the card does, Rusty. Look deep within yourself and the deck and tell me how many zombie tokens we can make, because the answer is 3. That's why I'm not sold on it yet. Blue-black can certainly do things with Corpse Cobble. This deck just can't yet. Good morning, Lore. So that means you'll basically never get to play with it. There's insane value all over this format, which I really think is the secret to drafting it. It's just there's card advantage everywhere. Pick it highly. If your deck isn't full of flashback and disturbed creatures, it's probably not that good. I don't think I'd want 2 of these, but I might. Probably time to jump. Yeah, we've just opened so particularly well that I think we're going to have a decent blue-black deck, because Meathook Massacre is pretty good. Like, it's a Wrath Unlimited. We takes it. Sure, I'll take a Bloodline Culling too while we're here. This deck's quality is going to be sufficient that I don't need to play a Bat Whisperer. We didn't get... Oh, yeah, I guess we did get 3 Black Mythics. But we didn't get... We only got 1 rare, right? With the Bloodline Culling. Yeah, this deck is pretty bad. It only has 1 rare. I don't know if I like that. Good morning, Techno Shaman. We didn't get these mythics because I found my lane. We got these mythics because I opened them. So there's some drafts where you're supposed to figure out what's open, and others where like the packs are just like the power is so high that you just force it. And this was a weird situation where like I don't quite feel like I forced it. It does feel like white's more open, but what we've opened in black is just better than what we're getting past in white. Tainted Adversary is a fancy Diregraph Horde, which you can play earlier, which is nice. But it is certainly not busted. It's a good card. But if you really like Tainted Adversary, I have good news. You can draft all the Diregraft hordes you want. How many spirits do we have? Because I think it's a significant amount. We've got 2. Okay, that's not as significant as I thought. Do I want to play a Windrake to buff 2 spirits? And I could play another one. I could play these Sifters. They're kind of bad, though. I could also take a second one of these and have an Icy Manipulator every turn for 3 mana while I churn through this deck. But I think I might want to play this. We just take a body here. I'm still not quite sold on this Cobble. I can see some spots where it could come up. It is a rare Windrake, so probably not as good as the Griff. We're definitely heavier zombies than spirits. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, the problem is we have 2 spirits, Brownie, right? Yeah, which is cool, but like I don't have anything to discard to them. I don't think I want 2 No Way Outs. I kind of want to try this Cobble. I don't think this is the best board for it, but I could sort of see something like Corpse Cobble, Meat Hook Massacre. I think I've got enough combos with the Corpse Cobble that I'm going to play it. Yeah, I'll play Wild, sure. That would give us 3 spirits. You are way more excited about this spirit than I am, because I don't want to play Storm Rider spirits. Yes. 2 mana 1/2s are not good in limited. This should not be news to anyone. Good afternoon, Dom. I know you are, Brownie. I don't know that the Sifter is decent. I think the Sifter is a high synergy card.
The ASCII code 64 is for the ATGUN.
You gotta put spaces, Tommy. You gotta put spaces. I'm sorry, Tommy. Squire dislikes this line of reasoning. I've kind of always been a morning person to an extent, although I don't necessarily think reading political books has much to do with being a morning person or not, but thank you for the money, Ice Rock. Much appreciated, my friend. I mean, we got something here. I don't know. This card, Epitified, it makes me think of blue-black. All right, let's see what not quite forcing blue-black turns out to be. Epitified. That seems like it should be a word, don't it? It is now. I officially decree it a word. If you'd like to use it in your daily life, you go right ahead. Nope, epitified. It is a combination of typified and epitomize. Epitified. Hello, Surgeon. It's not actually different. I just couldn't think of the word. I only make mistakes on purpose so that you guys can learn. All right, I can work with this. Thin air.
It has been a month again? Amused no way.
Thank you, my dude. Much appreciated. Y'all spam some cats for Tommy and Thin Air. And Chris. Thank you all very much for the support this morning. And I can't. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Just try to curve it. We've got board presence. We may as well take advantage of that. I mean, they are really messing up my curve, and I don't like it. Is it not working for both of you? All right, remind me. I'll check on it. Let me just make sure it's up. It may be because they just did an update. It's probably because they did an update, is my guess. What happens if I swing team here? They eat one of these and then take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? That seems pretty good to me. Because I ain't blocking with this. Like maybe they've got a defenestrate and they get me. Sure. I think I heard John say something about that, Aaron. So yeah, I think that bug is going to be fixed. But there was an update today, so if Untapped isn't working, that is likely why. It appears to be running properly on my side. All right, so we don't really know what they're up to except green-black. Presumably some graveyard shenanigans. And for some reason, they showed us the spell when they didn't really need to. But that's nice of them. Make our defenestrate better. Okay, I usually love Streamtastical tunes. I am not digging this. This is less like rock and roll and more like my little brother found the guitar. I can't handle that one. Was anybody super digging the rock music there? That was a new album from Streamtastical, so it's like I want to try this. But I did not care for it. Yeah, it's hard to sideboard when you don't really know what they're doing. So the question is there anything that would be better on the play and the draw sort of shenanigans? And I don't really see anything that matters to me. We could consider bringing in a Crossroads guide, because we know they're going to have some graveyard crap, and that's at least a cute way to interact with the graveyard. And I'm not beating their werewolves with that. So there you go. We sideboarded. What's up, Carl? How you be? Doing good. How you? Good morning, Eichter, if I didn't say that already. I meant to. They put me on the play. That's weird. This one gets pretty good if we hit a black. 9 black sources. Like to hit one. That used to be me, bud. Certainly been there. Not a huge fan of Nibblegrass Intruder for no value, but it's alright. We can start clonking in there. I would listen to Limited Resources on my lunch break. And usually have a draft video going on my phone that I could watch when I took a 15-minute break here and there during the day. What's up, Adam? Tis good to see you too, my friend. Wouldn't mind that black mana that I've heard so much about. Well, I guess we hit it or we die, eh? What do you mean there's been power creep in Magic? I don't know what you're talking about. This card would have been too good to be rare 20 years ago, which is just funny to me. I could still sort of race it if we hit the Spirit. Like this, I guess. I didn't think we were going to be mono blue. Now that they've tapped out like that, we got a whole different option, because if that's the card I'm worried about, we can just double block it. Because I win when their life total is 0. Not when I've milled myself out of cards. Like this is our win condition. I think I'd rather do two damage than mill myself. Like until they played this, we were thinking we were just going to race the darn thing. But by them playing it first, that means all of a sudden we have the opportunity to block. This doesn't tap for mana. There's nothing for 1 mana that they can do to stop that. So it lets me trade for one of their better cards. Now they're going to get it back. And we're aware that they're going to get it back. And it sucks that they're going to get it back. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. I'm also hoping I draw black for the Horde. Untapped black would be really good. Wow, okay. They have a plan. I mean, this means I have a plan if I take it. Which is I'm going to try to kill you 5 at a time. But I think I'd still rather hit black. Because I don't think we can win without the black mana. This is too many cards locked in hand. I think they have the +2/+2 here. No? Okay. Size board! Taste it. Okay, so in the top 15, we had no swamps. It is. But not quite enough. I can get one of these down. Because this candle guy is actually doing a little bit of work for us, believe it or not. Which makes me... That's why I didn't block with it. You probably figured that out. This just doesn't block very well. I guess we do something like this and plan to double block the 5/5. Block that and take 4. This is not wonderful. I also get a scry. That combat trick they had would wreck me. I don't understand why you would play this, personally. Somebody's going to have to educate me on that one. Our hand is still pretty unlocked if we can get a swamp, but this is, I mean, what? They probably have a removal spell and I'm just dead here, I guess. 2 tramplers, not good. That. Thank you, Captain Obvious. But yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, we don't want that. That goes to the graveyard. Like, I still have a board, sort of. Do you ever just kind of feel like Arena's out to get you? That was 18 deep. 19 deep. But I will need black mana in my deck. This is a 9/9 deck. I've got enough sources. But we did see a lot more, and we saw that indeed they do have some graveyard shenanigans going on. So I might want a Rotten Reunion. Just to really sort of mess with what they're doing. Because gobbling up their flashback cards does seem a little fun. And I don't think No Way Out's actually doing that much, so let's do this. This one I cannot keep, sadly, on the play. But this has potential at least. Yeah, I can work with this. It's big, and I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know how many rounds of Swiss it is. I don't really know what I signed up for. But I'm looking forward to playing it. Seven hours? Okay. I figured it would be a long day. Yeah, I don't know what any of this stuff means. It is not starting today. It's tomorrow. The sweatsuit is tonight. That's why we're kind of doing some limited. I'll play a little bit of standard tomorrow morning to get ready for that. I wanted to cast this end of turn, and I think I still might. Because I don't know that I even really care if that flips. I care a little bit. I do. I was the one I was streaming with yesterday. Green Black. This thing probably kills me. It's really good. Afternoon, Sigmas.
Howdy.
What's up, Vadim? Howdy to you. That's an interesting surprise gotcha, given that it has Menace. I like that. Thank you very much for the resub, Vadim. Y'all spam some cats for my buddy Vadim. Thank you, my friend. Because this game is going to end relatively quickly with that Inherited Fiend doing Inherited Fiend things. A little better. No, they're going to blow this up. Like, I don't have anything to block it with. It's Flyer. Like, it's going to close the game out. That's what it does. We can bounce it, potentially, if we can find a bounce spell. Which probably means I'm better off looking for that than trying to race them right now. So I could swing here for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then try to cobble something together. I still wouldn't say this is looking great. They've kind of got an awkward attack here. I mean, or they don't attack, which is wonderful as far as I'm concerned. Doesn't that leave them a little dead? Just a little dead. Because they can either block this and take 3, or block these 2 and take 4. Both of those seem pretty good to me. I don't think they had an attack there, but I don't think they noticed it. Either that or they've really got me with a kill spell. I guess not. Yeah, they were GGing me because they thought they won. But they didn't. It's not quite as good as Secret Reach, but it is pretty nice. Alright, that was a hard fought one, but we'll take it. Righto. Sam clearly wants double black. I think it's safe to fetch it. I'm just questioning, do I want to draw more lands? Because if the answer is yes, I should wait a little bit on the wilds. And I think I might like to draw more lands. Now I think I can go get it. I can play for a little bit at 4. Man, not sure what to do with this Wrath in hand and them killing all my creatures. I don't know if I run the zombie out. I want to try to set up for a Wrath. I at least want to get a 2-for-1 off the damn thing. feels pretty good. Now I'll start playing some creatures. Got so many secrets. Key secrets. This feels pretty good. This deck feels really good. Like, are you guys seeing this? This is nuts. That did not feel fair. That felt like I was just annihilating them, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. It pleased the Travis. We did have a combo there. It was a combo of the adversary and mana. And Secrets of the Key drew us a bunch of cards. Yeah, I'm not super scared of what they're doing right now. Mike could play another larder zombie if we have one. I do. I think I might like that here. It's not a 9-mana divination. Why do people say that? It draws 3 cards for starters. And it's only installment plan. Yeah, that's thank you. That's fair. 11 mana Ancestral Recall. You can say that. It's 9 mana divination. No. You may not say this. I don't think the card's busted. I think it's a lot more playable than people give it credit for. That ain't lovely, but we can keep it. Here I want to pop this ASAP, because I don't want to draw more lands. There you go, Nexus. That seems a fair way to think of it for me. Gonna have to do it with just this stuff in play, which you may be able to do. Pack 3 not playing black, figure out how to force it. I would say negative Ghost Rider on that one. But it's a strong card. Like, it's kind of fancy Black Sun Zenith, right? Which is a solid card. Very solid card. First pickable out of nearly every pack you open it in. But not like, oh my god, we got a Wrath, let's force it. Man, this not blocking thing is rough, yo. I miss blocking. It's nice. But not absurd. Speaking of nice, their draw kind of wrecked me here. And me drawing this dude who can't block. So we kind of, yeah, I have to bin anything that's not the Meat Hook Massacre, because that's what I need to stabilize right now, because that guy ain't doing it. Yeah, there's that too. But I still get to look at what my top card was. I forgot about that. That one was tough. Like, those were two games where, like, the first one didn't seem fair on my side, the second one on theirs. It is indeed Thursday all day long, rest in pieces. I hope you have a good Thursday. We can negotiate. Happy wedding anniversary, Thangarth. I never emailed this thing to KYT, and I should have. I need to do some email maintenance after we finish this round. I also got an email from the people about the tournament tomorrow, so like I should probably read that. I think we should rename it Dutch Day. Yeah, I think that's the case too, Nexus. It was always good to curve out and limited. It's even better to do it now. All right, that'll work. Kind of have to get the black since we've got the black 2-drop. I mean, I suppose we don't have to, but I'm gonna. What's up, Andrew? Doing well. Hope things are well in your world. Sounds good. That was pretty good. I might want to cobble this. Because I kind of just need a blocker. It's not the best cobble I've ever seen, but here we are. They're ahead. I'd like them not to be. I do, DJ. It was a revised starter deck and a couple of boosters of visions. This thing has to die. Like, no question, it must die. Yeah, tell me what yours was. Sorry, got a little distracted, y'all. 5, so we can't do that. But we can do this. Kind of same boat for me, DJ. I had a Swords to Plowshares and a Tundra, and I was like, these look terrible. But that Mahamotai Jin looked pretty good. I was at a local hobby shop that was in our mall. I believe it was Hungate's, which I later found out was a chain, so it was not an independent store. In Independence Mall in Wilmington, North Carolina, around 96. Might have been 95? I don't remember. Okay. Am I dead? It would appear not. Dude, that's pretty sick, sir. I remember the original Nicky B sitting in his recliner reading some books. I'd almost try that if it was blue, but it isn't. Okay, this I can work with. I gotta send back Fading Hope, because that, like, it's harder to get a 2-for-1 with that. It's harder to get a 1-for-1 with that. So as it stands, we kind of need to try to just hope we draw some lands and can sort of curve out and play. A long time ago, they didn't try to kind of force feed you the archetypes with gold uncommons. And I'd love to see a set design that, in Modern Limited, that didn't have that. So far, so good. A nibble, 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 nibble. Probably should have attacked. Yeah, I certainly should have attacked with that too. That was boneheaded. It's not like I'm blocking with it. I'm not blocking with either of them is the scary part. Like, that was not my finest moment. I'm starting to think about what I want for a snag. And it's really not where my focus should be. Nibbles is not particularly good on curve. It's very good off curve. I suppose it's good on curve if they're attacking you with a tutu, but... Yeah, there was a cycle of cards that had flashback for not the same color. Those played like gold cards. like travel prep. I can't remember all of them. It's been a while. We probably are saying the same thing under those circumstances, yes. Reports of Diregraph Horde being a mythic uncommon are severely overrated. I do like the card. Yeah, but it being good because your opponents are bad is not a good mark for the card. Yeah, it's really good value. I like it quite a bit. Nah, I probably still do it now. It's ugly. But I'll take a giant menace creature. Well, you've just got people on either sides of it. Magic does not do well with people speaking... People tend to speak hyperbolically about Magic these days, and there's not room for nuance. I think this card is quite good. I don't think it's a bomb. I think it's pretty good. I'm almost certainly defenestrating this. The question is, do I have an attack? Well, that might change things a little bit, because what if we did this for 3? I would miss him. I would miss him a lot. Because you kind of want to do it for 4, and then you kind of want to do it for 5. But let's see how cleaned up we could get things with an attack here. Okay. That is an interesting one. But it does make my defenestrate a little more interesting if I just pop it off here. The flanker, I think, is okay, too. A little better than okay. To be fair. Yeah, Drake was talking about that not being great earlier, Hunter, and I think he was probably right. Do you have to block this? You have to double block this guy, basically. Which means I'm safe attacking team here. Even safer now. I like this deck. I like this deck a lot. Kind of feels like they're splashing for this. That can't be what they're splashing for. I'm sorry, Elgaif. That is a bug that I thought was fixed today, but it would appear not. I kind of can dig the Scarecrow minus Traveler again. You're going to guess a specific rare, Jacques? I would not guess a specific rare. Yeah, if you haven't updated the client yet, that might be the answer. Try that and see if it'll let you. Okay. I was excited about trading those off, so the fact that you want to is really interesting to me. Because I don't think you should want to. No dice? I'm sorry, Elgaif. I use they, please, Jacques. I do not believe they are Naya spells. They likely have some spells. Yeah, you're going to have to play it anyway, Elgaif. It's pretty good. That's aggressive, my dude. Or do that. What's up, Miguel? I've been happier with the component collector than I expected to as well. probably not ideal. But I do need this tap. It was not my 40th card. I think one of them is pretty handy. Very likely to just kill this, but that's kind of okay. Or not. Now they're very likely to kill it. Now they're going to take out this dude. Okay. Acceptable. Why wouldn't I swing team and then just whatever they block, sack cobble together into something bigger? I can't think of a reason why I wouldn't do that. Aren't they dead if I play the Lord? Yes. That would have been better. But this is a lot more fun. I didn't see that line at all. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. So no, not dead, but dead adjacent. Okay, now that we've hit this, I don't think they have great blocks on these two, although I do think our plan is probably to kill them with the geese. Because these are 1-for-1 trading if I swing them here, which I don't think is something I'm really interested in. Right? Or am I missing something here now? Yeah, they put the 2-3s in front of this, and they put the 6-5 and the 2-4 in front of this. That's, I mean, it clears the board, but that's not really what we're looking for. You can just kill them in 2 turns with this. Okay, or maybe it'll take a little longer. Take a land out of the deck, because I sure don't want to draw one now. Good googly moogly. That dragon makes me feel bad. Them not attacking with it makes me feel good. I have no idea why they didn't attack with that. I'm genuinely mind blown. This should do it. What's up, Dave? They're even going to tap down something else for me, not that it matters much. They're just dead to my 2-power flyer. We take these. Okay, fine. I'll kill you with something else. Because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. And I think they have less than 7 blockers, considering 2 of mine have menace. So they should be dead like 5 different ways, right? You know, or let's just make this super easy. Don't even have... You just click less buttons that way. That seems better than me. Podcast gods were right. Force blue black. Win every time. And a big thank you to my patrons. Thank you for supporting the work that I'm doing here on YouTube and over on Twitch. If you'd like to become a patron, there's a link to my Patreon below. You can see your name up in lights here with these fine folks and get some other cool rewards. Thank you very much for your support.